Hey guys, Wolf here. We're going to start off with a bit of Respawn and Titanfall 2 news, followed up with the beginning of my What Went Wrong with X series where I take a look at games that I like or let me down and focus in on areas where I think they could have improved or just done things a little bit differently. Starting it off with the Titanfall 2 news. As you can see, I'm playing Titanfall 1 here in the background. It's my first match in a long while. Respawn has begun work on a third-person action-adventure game or a mobile game. There are two different reports in the news, both kind of contradicting or pointing to both of these being a possibility. There was a news report here recently where Zampella said that they were actually working on a mobile game, and then a little while ago they were actually hiring for a third-person action-adventure game. So it should be pretty cool to see what they can do, you know, see the studio offer something else besides just Titanfall. Speaking of Titanfall, work has officially begun on Titanfall 2, which is a great sign. I am extremely happy to hear this news. EA has stepped up and they will be publishing the game this time around. They believe that the Titanfall 1 was very profitable, and they're hoping that Titanfall 2 will be even more profitable, which should do pretty well considering sequels tend to do better than the original as far as sales go. And with EA stepping up and working on the series and publishing it, one of the big things I'm hoping to see, and I think we're going to see based on reports and what Zampella has been saying, is that Titanfall 2 might be coming to PS4 and possibly Steam. This is a great move because I feel like the main reason why I do not play Titanfall that much is because it's just on the Xbox One. And none of my friends are on there, much less the PC. None of them are on there either. They're all on PS4. So I don't getting as much games as I want to because I'm playing by myself. And that'll start us off on what I believe went wrong with Titanfall. Now, I am not a dev. My word is not law. This is just my beliefs on what they could have done differently, what they could have done better. This does not mean it would be a better game. I could be wrong. Probably am. No genius, that's for sure. That said, though, we're going to start off with what I just covered with the game coming to PS4 and possibly Steam. I think this will give it a lot more awareness to gamers. I think more gamers who didn't get to try the original will be able to try the new series. We'll be able to try Titanfall 2, which will be great. The more people you have playing, the better. If anyone has been playing the Xbox One version here recently, you might have noticed that, well, there's not too much to really do. There's a lot of game modes, but they're very empty. Most of them have about 200-300 players at most, at least here on the East Coast. Attrition really is the only one where you can get a decent game in, which is kind of a letdown considering how much I really love Hardpoint and some of the other game modes, but I can never seem to get a game unless I just sit there and wait for a while. Attrition is okay. Sometimes it gets a little boring though. I really hope with the PS4 and possible Steam version that maybe we can get more players, that way we can play various game types. It would be a big improvement in my opinion. More players, the better. The second thing I want to focus on in this video itself is I think with EA publishing the series now, they can put more of a budget into it. They can increase the team size. We can probably see more effort put in certain areas that, like the campaign, which was pretty much non-existent, that had to have been looked over just because the team really wasn't big enough, nor did they have the budget. I mean, they can only work with so much. So it will be nice to see EA increase the budget with Respawn, you know, get some more time, get some more devs in there, some more money, see what would happen if they took a little bit more time and was able to focus in on some of those areas that were a little lackluster, like the campaign. I think we could get a better game out of that. And one of the complaints I hear a lot working at GameStop is that the game doesn't have a campaign. Most people just put it down. That and the online only mode. If I could stress one thing to Respawn, if you wanted to hit more of a casual player base, have a good campaign that can be played offline single player by yourself with no internet connection. That I think will help out a lot, because I think a lot of just casual players just want to do the campaign and that's it. It's surprising how many people are like that, but a lot of people are like that. I will continue what went wrong with X series very soon. Or my next video will be on that. It will be all about Titanfall. We're going to start with the campaign, and we're going to go through things where the campaign didn't work too well, with the lack of campaign, I should say, and what they could do. Where they could fix things, where they could add things, where they could take things away. I'm just going to offer suggestions and such. Like I said, nothing really permanent or anything. It's just my views. This is not law. This does not mean they would have a great game if they listen to every word I say, because like I said, I am just a random guy playing video games who just started doing some YouTube videos. Anyways, I'm going to wrap this up, guys. I'm going to finish off the footage here. So far, I don't think I did too well in this game. I usually do better. A big issue for me is I'm trying to use the EVA shotgun just to get the challenges complete for my next generation. Outside of that, though, my next two footages I did much better as far as gameplay goes, and I think as soon as I can get rid of the EVA, I'll do a lot better. Wolf out! If you can, guys, real quick, take a look at the bottom. In the link section, you'll find the link to the news articles where I found my information, so if you guys want to double check the information. Also, if you can favorite, like, or subscribe to the video, that'll help me out a lot. Thank you, guys, and thank you, Respawn, for making such an awesome game. Can't wait to make some more videos, guys. Thank you.